Hi, I'm Mark Canby, executive producer for Lamplighter Theater. I'm here in the Lamplighter bookstore, and just recently I listened to Candle in the Window, the Candle in the Window Christmas story on a local radio station. It came on, and as I was listening to it, I couldn't get out of my car because it was just riveting. And I just sat there in tears listening to this great redemptive story. And I just want to encourage you that if you haven't decided what to air the week before Christmas, this would be an excellent audio drama to air for your listeners. It has everything. It has drama, mystery, suspense, intrigue, and above all, it has the great redemption of the Lord Jesus saving someone's soul from sin. And in the story, it's the story of a young school teacher who's always depressed and sad. And no one really knows her story, and she doesn't want to share it. But a year earlier, her fiance had gone to World War II and died in the conflict. And she's kind of resigned herself to teach at the school in the hills of Kentucky, away from society, and just going to live her life out. But there's this little boy in her classroom that loves the teacher, and his goal in life is to just make her smile one time. Well, he's riding on the wagon with the postman one day, and the postman gives him the mail to give to his mom. And as he's going to bring the mail to his mom, he notices that there's a letter stuck together, and it's a letter from Washington, D.C. It's a letter from the White House, from the president himself to the teacher. And he knows he's got to get this letter to her because whatever the news is inside this letter has got to be important. So he starts his journey to go see the teacher, which is about 4 miles away. And as he goes, this terrible snowstorm comes upon him. It's a blizzard. And it's so bad that he's probably not going to survive this blizzard. Well, the day before, when the postman had delivered the mail to the teacher, he had given every one of his customers a candle to place in their window. And when she took the candle, she looked at the postman and she said, "I don't know of any use this candle will be. I live so far away in such a remote place, no one's ever going to see the candle." And the postman just said to her, "Sometimes just the smallest of light can bring the greatest of hope." And he said, just the very fact that the candle's in your window might remind you of the greatest light that entered this earth as a baby. And so she said, well, she'll consider it. Sure enough, she does put the candle in the window. And of course, that candle is the light that the little boy sees in the blizzard that may or may not save his life. You'll have to listen to it. But there's more than that. Midway in this incredible drama, it takes you back a year earlier to World War II on the battlefield in the front line, where her fiance is supposedly killed. But there was a mistaken identity, and he wasn't actually killed, but he did get wounded, and he lost his memory. It is now a year later, and he's coming back, and the President of the United States is sending a letter to tell this young woman that her husband, her fiance, is alive. If you haven't considered airing Candle in the Window as a special for this Christmas for your listening audience, I would highly recommend it and encourage you to do so. Well, I'm Mark Canby from Lamplighter Theater, and I just want to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.